Donald Trump is going to take office soon and will proudly and courageously end the horror that is people working from home. Yeah. Stephen Miller, his incoming White House Deputy Chief of Policy, who is one of the architects of Trump's horrifying mass deportation plan, appeared on Fox News over the weekend and said people are coming back into the office. Wow.
They are the ones doing this on the way out the door. Donald Trump, again, he announced that federal workers are going to go back to the office because they work for you. Everyone watching us at home tonight,
they can't work for you from home, I guess.
Work for you. Those federal workers, you pay their salaries. They need to show up at an office. And again, Donald Trump's going to rip up those agreements that allows those workers to work from home, although we all know what the federal workers are really doing is just absolutely nothing at best. At worst, they're working against you and your family and your security. And he's going to say that you have to get back into the office. And he's also going to say that workers who've betrayed the trust of the American people are going to be fired. And in cases where they violated the rights and liberties of the American people, they're going to face accountability. They are going to face justice. We are going to restore representative government and democracy in this country. And they are the...
Yeah. So listen, the work from home stuff, it's become extraordinarily partisan. I don't really get why, other than I think it's associated with COVID. In general, if you're okay with people working from home, even though there may be 100 different reasons why people are working from home, it's assumed or connected with COVID guidelines because a lot of work from home grew out of COVID and out of COVID guidelines. I don't really think this needs to be as controversial as some of these right-wingers are making it out to be. There is no doubt that there are jobs. First of all, you've got jobs that are impossible to do from home. I mean, a lot of service stuff, you can't do from home. You've got to be at the place where the thing is happening. There's no doubt about it. With office work, or what we might call knowledge work, it's really a mixed bag. It depends on what you're doing. Is your job more meeting oriented, or is it more sort of solo deep work oriented? I know people who are in the office 2 days a week. The other 3, they're really working on stuff where they'd have their door closed anyway. Is there some benefit to being able to just go over and knock on someone's office door rather than scheduling a Zoom or doing an email? Yes, no doubt about that. In a lot of ways, is it really about personality and what sort of work environment works for you? Yeah, it is. And this open kind of hostility to the work from home thing that's very wrapped up with COVID has gotten very weird. Also, Stephen Miller, with other horrifying announcements during this interview about what Trump's going to do, far worse than dealing with work from home. Listen to this.
Yes, well, let's talk about the energy issue, Jason, which is so central to the election, so central to the economic future of the United States. President Trump campaigned for 2 years straight on drill, baby, drill, open up an American energy, get the cost of living down, get inflation down, make America the energy superpower of the world, make America energy dominant, energy independent. And what's Joe Biden doing on his way out the door? Trying to lock away America's energy resources from exploration, trying to keep what President Trump calls liquid gold underneath the ground where we can't access it. But here's the thing. This desperate attempt is going to fail miserably. Donald Trump is going to put his hand on that Bible on January 20th, and he is going to be the 47th president of the United States. And he's going to open up federal lands for drilling, for fracking, coal, and he is going to bring down the cost of energy. He's going to cut the price of gasoline. He is going to make America the energy superpower of the world.
Now remember, by their definition, the U.S. is already the energy superpower. The U.S. produced more domestic oil under Biden than ever before. But there's really 3 stories here that are important to talk about, and they're getting every single one wrong. First of all, they claim the U.S. is losing by their metric of being the energy leader, even though, as I said, we're producing more oil and gas than anybody else. Number 2, They continue to act as though it's possible for Trump to reduce energy prices 50%, which Trump has promised. And they act as if it's a good thing. Number one, it's not possible. But if it were, it would be a very, very bad thing. The only way you're going to see energy prices drop 50% is if the United States gets into an economic crisis, the likes of which even it would be far worse than 2008. It would be somewhere between 2008 and the Great Depression of 1929. That's how bad things would have to be for energy prices to go down 50% and enter such a deflationary spiral. And then, as is often the case, conservatives, they want to conserve the old way of doing things for no real reason other than just it's the way we used to do it. They are furious about better technology, both for powering your vehicles, heating your home, cooling your home. They just want to do it the old way. Let's frack, let's drill, let's then burn those fossil fuels and release the fumes into the atmosphere. It's awesome. It's American. And it's just a reminder of how they are looking to conserve just for the sake of doing it the way we've always done it, which is extraordinarily short-sighted and in many cases very dangerous.
Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine, and in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, the Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order The Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free book stuff after ordering.